Hi lovelies, I'm Queen Lovely. Welcome back to Melanated Crowns, and if this is your first time, welcome. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up, comment below to let me know what you think about Lil Kim wanting to do a versus against Nicki Minaj. And if you like what you see and hear, subscribe. It is free 99, and hit and enable that notification bell so you can know when I post more videos such as this. Thank you so much for watching it in advance. So yesterday during the BET's red carpet, DJ Envy from The Breakfast Club was interviewing Lil Kim among other stars, and he asked her if she would be interested in doing a versus, and not only did she say yes, when he asked who would you want to do it against, she immediately, with no hesitation and all the confidence in the world, said Nicki Minaj. Now let's just pause here. I was a little annoyed by the collective internet reaction, because I feel like the energy that I personally picked up, and I could be wrong, you know, perception is reality. Everybody perceives and receives things differently. But I felt like the energy that I picked up from Lil Kim went over a lot of people's heads. So let's start with verses, okay? I understand verses, you know, derived from an Instagram live session between Swizz Beatz and Timbaland, where they was just like, oh, I got this hit, I got this, you know, it was all fun and games. And then it became a thing when actual artists wanted to get in on the fun, okay? And now it's an actual thing where people go to a venue, it's a live audience, they bring out guests. It's really nice. It's really good for the culture of black music across a multitude of genres, okay? And even though versus, when we hear that word, we think of competition, we think of battle, we think of win, loss, whatever the case may be, it really is supposed to be a platform where two artists of the same genre come together and basically celebrate their catalogs and pay homage to one another and those who came before them that made it possible for them to be able to be artists, okay? That's what it's supposed to be about. Of course, people gonna get on the internet and say, well, this person is winning, this person is doing well, but it's not always about it being an exact matchup. Case in point, I did not understand Trina and her catalog going against Eve. Eve is Rough Riders, New York City, gutter, hip hop, and Trina is dirty South, Miami, ass-shaking music. It didn't make no sense to me, and I felt like Eve had a more extensive and better catalog, and just overall. Same thing with Teddy Riley and Babyface. You got Teddy Riley, who is the New Jack Swing era, and then you got Babyface, that's R&B and soul. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes the matchups is not always parallel. So I say that to say I don't understand, nor do I agree, and I guess this is going to be the unpopular opinion, how Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj would be a horrible matchup. I really don't. They're both female hip-hop artists. They're both lyricists. They both write their music, okay? Lil Kim definitely has 20 songs, because if I'm not mistaken, versus you do 20 songs each, sitting in the can that she can bring. And we know Nicki Minaj has 20 songs. And when I heard Lil Kim say she would do the verses with Nicki Minaj, intuitively and instantly, I didn't get like, yeah, I want all the fucking smoke, I'm a good. I got that she was waving the white flag, okay? And given the fact that she ended up paying homage to Queen Latifah later on that night, rapping Unity, U-N-I-T-Y. And Queen Latifah has always been about uplifting all women in hip-hop. You know, people evolve. Just because y'all immature asses on the internet still want to be stuck in 2009 and 2010 and Roman's Revenge and Black Friday. Pause. Y'all remember when Lil Kim said, all these bitches is my pets. I'm going to take them to the vet, give them a Xanax. I said, bitch, no. That's when she was on PayPal, honey. That was such a dark moment in her career. I'm sorry, Lil Kim. I know it's cancer season. I know, but I'm stuck because I'm a Sagittarius. And Nicki, you know, it's a conflict of interest, but I had to get your ass because, girl, no. That, I will never let you live that fucking verse down. She was trying to come off of that, all these bitches is my son. is when the Scorpion show was hot and they was the Scorpion and Mikkel was reading the lyrics. And Kevin was like, Lil Kim, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Yo, oh my God. I wish I had that clip handy. I would have fucking played it just now. But, yeah, I just got that Lil Kim is waving the white flag. Y'all, we gotta grow up someday. We gotta grow up someday. Like, everything don't need to be a kiki and a gag and a roast. Like, it would be amazing, in my opinion, for the fucking culture if they do the verses, especially if it's not coming from a negative space. If Gucci Mane and Jeezy could stand in the same room on the same motherfucking stage and do a verses, and Gucci Mane play a diss track towards a dude that's not even living anymore, that was near and dear to Jeezy, Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim could stand on the same stage and do the same thing. And see, this is where people don't realize that they are telling on themselves, because y'all always say, I hate that stigma around female hip-hop artists, that they have to be canny and they have to be this. So why was it y'all first reaction? Lil Kim wasn't talking spicy. She wasn't being mean. She wasn't being condescending. She wasn't being shady. She just said, I would do the verses with Nicki. But y'all took that shit and made it something negative. But in the same breath, later on, it will be, why y'all always trying to put females against each other? Y'all see how y'all do? Y'all see how y'all flip? Oh, okay. So anyways, here's my unpopular opinion on why this needs to happen. Number one, let's start with Nicki Minaj. And it's really for Nicki Minaj. Lil Kim, yeah, she could use the money. She could use the exposure. And if she got a single on the can, she really could use this. So it's just obvious why she needs it. Here's why Nicki Minaj needs it. Nicki, you have this reputation, and yes, it's kind of been debunked and people are starting to come around, but you still have left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths about being standoffish, about not, collaborating and being all about female hip-hop unity, okay? And I feel like if Lil Kim is humble enough, I don't know what the conversation would be like behind the scenes, to say, let's do this for the culture, you should definitely do it. You should definitely do it. Don't let your barbs get in your fucking head and get you drunk off your Kool-Aid. It would be a really amazing look for Nicki Minaj to say, water under the bridge, bygones be bygones, and go stand up there next to the woman who you idolize and do a verses, okay? It would be amazing. I feel like I would be brought to tears because I would love to see it. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, Nicki Minaj. You don't have nothing to prove. You are the most successful female hip-hop artist of all time when it comes to longevity and whatnot. But I just really think she needs to do it. I really think she needs to do it. And Nicki, if you're fucking smart, you could fucking funnel that shit so many ways. Like, you could drop your documentary that night. You could drop a single off your album. Girl, do the verses. Do the verses. You ain't hurting for money. You have nothing to prove as an artist, but nothing bad will come from you standing on stage with that woman. And see, once you do that, what else will people have to say? What else will people have to say? Also, and I know people gonna say, well, she don't give a fuck and she don't need it. She's a Virgo moon. She does care, okay? It will be good with your relationships in the industry. It will be good with your relationships in the industry because I feel like the industry flips, okay? They flip-flop and they flip. So, when Nicki was coming up, it was like, all right, let's get Lil Kim the fuck up out of here. She washed up and she dry. But then as they was trying to tear Nicki Minaj down to build Cardi B up, you notice they started giving Lil Kim her flowers. So the industry always flip-flops. And I think for you and Lil Kim to squash that, they will no longer be able to divide and conquer, okay? Outsmart these motherfuckers that's sitting at the top of the food chain, Nicki. Do not let your ego, and I'm not coming at you, I am really saying this from a place of care. This will be an amazing look for you and Lil Kim, but most importantly, the genre of female hip hop. Show these young ladies coming up under you and her, okay, what it looks like to be a woman and to put the bigger picture, which is the genre of hip hop, first. Because I'm going to be honest, intuitively speaking, I feel like Nicki Minaj has some regret. And let me tell you why. All of these girls, Asian Doll, Cash Doll, Doja Cat, and all these other, ladies, whatever, they all idolize or mimic or exemplify Dream Doll, Nicki Minaj to a certain degree, okay? But they didn't come up on Nicki Minaj's coattail. They came up on Cardi's. And that's a fact. Cardi B being that stripper reality show that was able to kick the door down and then fucking break a record that Lauryn Hill set, it made room for the City Girls, for Dream Doll, for Saweetie, and all the other mediocre female hip-hop artists to come in and do what they do, okay? It also made room for talents such as a Meg Thee Stallion to come in, okay? And an Asian Doll to come in and whatnot, okay? Because Cardi B was real big on, okay, no, let's bring all the girls together. Let's do this and let's do that. Remy Ma tried to. Remy Ma tried to do it on the Hot 97 stage, but the reason why it didn't work is because you were being disingenuous. You were only doing that to spite Nicki. You're not about unity yourself, but this is not about Remy Ma. Poor Remy. Poor Remy. We just don't even... It's okay. She's happy. She got a good man, and they got a Black Love podcast and book or whatever they do over there. Good for them. But yeah, I just think the Verzuz needs to happen. I think that Nicki Minaj looks around at a lot of the subpar talent and what female hip hop has regressed to. And I think that she kind of regrets not taking young ladies under her wing and bringing them up so that when she does finally sit down or take a step back, at least the torch is being passed to somebody with talent. And it's unfortunate because I feel like that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to right her wrongs by doing a song with Meg Thee Stallion. She compared herself and said to Meg, we're schoolgirls. When we write music, we're like school. That line was real cute. You could tell that Nicki was being very genuine or whatever the case may be. And, Meg is a social climber and she got what she needed and she moved on. And, Nicki has bought, I think she bought Asian Doll or somebody on Queen Radio. But by then, it's like, again, these girls are kind of coming in on Cardi B's coattail. They may emulate you and put the doll in their name, and they may be inspired by you, but they came in on Cardi B's coattail. And this is not me being messy. This is not me being shady. This is me being honest. When you were actively doing it, the only female rappers that came in was Dej Loaf and Young and May. And then Remy Ma came home in what? Was that 2016? Was it 2016 or 2017? And then while y'all was fighting and doing the sheath, the shit and whatever, Cardi B slithered her way in with her personality. And she captured the hearts of everybody with her rags to riches story. You understand what I'm saying? And then once they let her ass in, it just left room for the City Girls to come up in this bitch, Saweetie, Dream Doll, and everybody else. And now it's just a lot of variety with female hip-hop artists. And I love it, but it's not quality. It's not quality. And because Nicki Minaj truly respects hip-hop in its essence, and she is a true MC and lyricist, she has perfected her craft. She is hip-hop. She's female hip-hop. I think that she has a little regret that she wasn't a better gatekeeper. Okay? I think she has a little regret that she wasn't a better gatekeeper, and that even though her legacy is solidified and can't be touched, and there's records that she set from pure sales that nobody will never be able to break because we stream now, I think it would have been nice to see a physical form of her legacy and a few hip-hop girls coming up. And it still can happen. It still can happen, but the music industry continues to regress so much. Nicki Minaj is getting older. She's married. She has a son. She has other things that she wants to put her energy into, which is perfectly fine. And, you know, rightfully so, she's focusing on herself and her family, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they need to do it. They need to do the verses. I don't agree with people saying, oh, it's not a good matchup. There's a lot of not so good matchups that happen, okay? And y'all still enjoyed it. That fucking Soulja Boy and Bow Wow shit was a hot ass mess, but it was funny. You know what I mean? So they should do it. Unpopular opinion. I think Nicki needs it just as much as Lil Kim, but for different reasons. For different reasons. Nicki, you got some bad press around you with that shit with your husband and him going to court in July. And he's facing 10 years. I know the blog's been keeping it quiet, but you know the truth is the truth. The information is out there. And you gearing up for your highly anticipated 5th studio album. Do the verses. Do the verses. I believe nothing happens by chance. And I think that a storm is coming with that situation with Kenneth Petty. And you can use all the good press. You know, you're on mommy mode. You look gorgeous. You look beautiful. Do the verses. Do the verses. I don't give a fuck what your barbs say. Do the verses. You don't need it because you need money. You don't need it because you got something to prove. You need it because it's good press, and you can never get enough of good press. And I honestly feel like once you do that and y'all bury that hatchet, it will be a huge weight lifted off your shoulder. Because now if people still dislike you, at least you know that they just are fucking haters. And you probably already know that, but it will be confirmed. I'm a Sagittarius like Nicki Minaj, and Nicki has a little Sag stellium like me. We can be real obsessive and really care about what people think. And her having that Virgo moon, that can make you somebody that has OCD and shit. I know Nicki cares. I know she does. I know she be lurking in the bushes when she takes a break. I know she does. That's the sad sis. Like, I get it. Do the verses. Do it. Okay? So that's all I gotta say. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think she should do a verses? Do y'all think she shouldn't? Why not? Be respectful. If you come disrespectful, you getting blocked. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye.